Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's like right after lunch, so we have to be short, precise, right, and keep the audience entertained a little bit. So, my name is Theo. I'm based in Greece. I'm a Chief Commercial Officer for the Marshall Islands Registry. So I'm also Managing Director in Greece, so I have to focus on one of the largest markets in the world, but also focusing on different markets and clients from east to west. Okay, so this is a little bit, I'll try to keep it short. This is a little bit of the figures of our fleet in the registry. As you can see, tankers and bulk carriers dominate the figures, the gross tonnage, and of course the number of ships in the flag. But as you can see from that slide, we are also very strong, and that's, we're talking about sustainability and green shipping. We're very strong on LNGs and gas carriers as well. We have the largest market share on LNGs, and we expect this to grow as we move forward in the future. Little bit about our offices. We have 28 offices worldwide. We have a major office here in the Middle East, run by Captain Amarjid Kochur, which most of you know in the market. We're very strong in Middle East, in different places, Dubai, Oman, Qatar. And the Dubai office is very critical for our operations in terms of daily service to the clients, and of course looking after the market and the needs of the local owners and operators. I want to have this slide and the next one because we're talking about sustainability and how we're going to move into the future. I think that the vessel vetting that we have introduced for many, many years now, it's really critical for us to become I would say, top quality registry. That we have the youngest fleet, the modern fleet, and we are one of the greenest registries in the world. So what do we try to do with the vetting? Of course, we have a legal side of things because we have to check sanctions and due diligence and everything that is around in our business today. But we also focus on the safety side of the ships. We vet every single ship that comes in the flag, and of course the manager, which is behind the ships. And this is the risk assessment that we're trying to do is in order to minimize any potential future problems. Because when you check a ship or when you check a manager, you can always see how many inspections they have undergone in a post-trade control regime, how many accidents, if any, they had in the past, deficiencies, detentions. So then you can have a very good picture. It's not perfect. Nothing is perfect in our world, as you know, but at least you can get a very good picture of what to expect in the future. And that's why our registry, because of the vetting system, because we have a very young fleet, that's why we attract many new buildings, many new owners with green initiatives in the flag, and of course a lot of investors that they prefer our flag because it's very modern and very young. And this is also the second slide I would like to focus, which is the US Coast Guard QualShip 21 program that I think most of you are familiar with that. It's an incentive from the US Coast Guard to give an award for ships that have a very, very, very good performance when they call US ports. And they have several conditions for this. One of them is the flag state. The flag state has to be part of that program. And for a registry like us, like in the Marshall Islands, to be rewarded by the US Coast Guard for 21 consecutive years, it's unprecedented. No other major flag has done it in the previous years. And this is very difficult because we need to have a detention ratio in US for the past 3 years, which is less than 1%. And as you saw on the first slide, we have almost 6,000 ships trading worldwide. And a very big percentage of these ships, because they're tankers, LNGs, and of course dry cargo ships, many of them, they trade with the United States. So to keep a very, very, very low detention ratio in US is a really difficult task for us. And we do it because we have a very good network of inspectors and because we have the vetting system, as I told you before. Okay, like green shipping and flag registries. I think up to today's world, and I've been in this industry for like 25 years, is like the flag states used to just issue certificates, make sure that the ship comply with international conventions, MARPOL, SOLAS, ISM, whatever it's out there. And they were just like, of course, we were regulating in the IMO, but then our job is to make sure the ships are comply. That's it. I think right now we have to be more proactive. We have to work closer with our owners, with authorities, port state control, stakeholders. We have to be close to everybody because the world is changing. I mean, the first session, you heard a lot about new regulations. Eric mentioned many things about the upcoming MBBC. Many things will change, I think, in the future, no matter what. So all of us have to be prepared. So we need to stay close to the industry stakeholders. We need to share views. We need to share opinions. I mean, as a flag state, we try to work closely on different projects with class societies, shipyards, and of course owners, so we stay ahead of what's happening, because that's the only way you can get experience and knowledge. And some things for us, we have the Green Shipping Award for our clients. We motivate owners to get the award by reducing a small part of our marine services fee. Of course, we have the, like I said before, we are part of the Quality 21 program with a tremendous effort, and then our owners can get a certificate from the US Coast Guard, and also they can apply for an E0 certificate, which is another achievement for them. That's two different certificates, but they belong more or less to the same program. And then we try to work on shaping regulation either for gas carriers or even alternative fuels. And as you can see, we are developing and working with the industry on different JTBs and approvals in process for ammonia carriers burning ammonia, for wind propulsion systems, different like energy devices, energy saving devices, which are out there from bulbous bow to propulsion systems. So we try to be engaged on everything right now, because I don't think probably there is one thing that will fit everybody in the future. Carbon capture is one of the things, biofuels that have been mentioned before. Some of our ships, actually many of our ships are using biofuels, and we test them right now as we speak, and we get the results from the managers. So it's complicated. It's too many things out there at the moment. We don't really know what's going to dominate the industry, if anything will dominate the industry in the next 10 to 15 years. So we try to be close to everything and we work with everybody. I think I had the next slide. It was there last year. Nothing has changed. I mean, the same facts are there as we speak today. And I believe that the key point here is like we have to be proactive in a way, and we have to be able to collaborate and work with each other, because the data, and I was talking to some people outside earlier, the data that we have today is tremendous, and the information we will have in the next few years will be also tremendous. So we have to be able to work with it and reach to the best solutions towards decarbonization. Thank you very much.